Today I am down at 90 North Main Street here at Tom Fiddlery. I'm with Tom and Emily Henson, and we are getting ready to talk about Tom Fiddlery. How you guys doing?
Hey Justin, good to see you.
Tell me a little bit about how this shop came to be and what you guys do.
This was a thought that I had actually before I met Emily several years, just driving by and seeing all these empty storefronts here on the square. And I had been teaching at Guitar Works for about 3 years. So what ended up happening was we came down here, had an opportunity through Paul and Angie Lauk to open up the store. We got it ready just about the first day of the Fall Foliage Festival in 2015. So it took us about 3 weeks of renovation inside of here to get it up and running. That's kind of the way it all started.
And what is it that you guys offer here?
We do all types of instruments, sales, service, and repair, and we also teach a variety of instruments. Emily teaches the ukulele and the guitar and voice, and then I teach the violin, fiddle, viola, cello, all of the strings, mandolin, guitar, beginner level banjo, dulcimer, about anything that you would want to play. But we also have some other instructors here. We have really good guitar slash bass aficionado, Guy Karoiwa. He does a really good job. He also plays in our band. We also have Andy Pryor that teaches here. Excellent guitar player, all forms of jazz and classical, metal, speed metal, you name it, he can do it. Sweeping arpeggios and tapping, and it sounds like Eddie Van Halen when he wants to. Also, we have a piano instructor by the name of Phyllis Hughes. Auntie Phyllis is what we call her. Yeah. She does a fantastic job. She's a really good piano player, does the swing style and kind of the rockabilly stuff, as well as just starting out with the books with the children and playing Old MacDonald and whatever else. Then we also have a drum instructor, Michael Malisperiti. He's played in several different bands. One of the ones that you probably remember was 800 Pound Gorilla.
So you mentioned being in a band. What is your musical background?
You first.
Mine's pretty short. So I'm only 24, but I've had my own band for 3 years. It's been an awesome experience and looking forward to, you know, doing it for many, many years to come. I did choir starting in 6th grade all the way up until I graduated high school. I've also had 6 months worth of vocal lessons. And I also did dance as a kid. So I've been in music my whole life and love it very much and looking forward to doing it for the rest of my life. So.
What about you, Tom?
Well, I've played in bands ever since I was in middle school, one band to the next, and you name it, I've probably played with them. Some of the ones that are most recognizable would be Big Country. I did a stint with them for about 9 months. Kenny Baker, pure country band, play with him every chance I get, love that guy. Also Joe Hess and the Wandering Cowboys, I play with them still when I can, which isn't very often these days because she keeps me very busy. Also, there was a band in the 90s called, late 90s, early 2000s, called Southern Draw. We did a lot of stuff up at 8 Seconds. Who else that everybody knows? I don't know.
No idea.
There's too many.
So many.
How do people get in contact with you if they want to ask about lessons or if they need a repair? What's the easiest way to get a hold of you guys?
If it's inconvenient just to come in, you can call 317-538-3369 is the number, 317-538-3369. You can call us anytime. If we don't answer, it's because we're either teaching or we're at a gig or we got something else going on. If you get the voicemail on the phone call, just send us a text. You know how it is, you get all these numbers and you don't recognize very many of them. We're just like everybody else with that. If we don't answer, send us a text.
Why don't you show us around for a minute?
Alright, very well. This is our retail section, which at this point is a little bit small, but we do what we can. We've got mostly entry-level instruments. We've got some eclectic type instruments over here, all kinds of guitars and acoustic and electric. We also have violins of all shapes and sizes. We've got ukuleles that range from the, what do you call this, Masioka, I guess, yeah, to the Bo Diddley style. There was one, he might have sold it already, that looked like a banjo, yes, but it was actually a ukulele. We've got banjos, college-oriented styles for the guitars. There's IU one right there. We've had Kentucky in here, Purdue, and mostly the instruments that we sell are entry level, just for our students to have something to play for their lessons and things like that. We're looking to expand into some more, maybe some more pricey or more, I guess you could say, quality instruments as this goes along. But right now we're mostly entry level on the instruments. We have all the accessories, all your strings and your capos and cables and tuners and anything that you would need. Full service repair, everything up to and including total rebuilds of instruments. Our main repair guy, if there's anything that we can't do here at the shop, is Bill Stoltz. He just lives about 1.5 miles down the road. He can build any instrument from the ground up if he has to. He's the best in the business. We're lucky to have him here in Martinsville. So that's this area. Now, if you come down the little hallway here, we've got, this is Emily's lesson room where she does all her magic. I teach in this one. So we've got our pictures that our students draw for us and things like that, which this is something that one of my students made for me at school in wood shop. He actually etched this out with a wood burning kit or something. I don't know how he did that, but pretty nifty. One of my students actually drew that picture up there for me too.
Guy looks familiar.
This section back here is sort of twofold. This was all just a big open room when we first came in, and we had plans to expand and put more lesson rooms back here. But then as it went along, we also thought maybe it'd be a good idea to set up a recording studio in this space as well. We're in the process of getting all of this together. We've got Soundcraft digital recording board here, and then we're also using Persona's recording software. As you come on back, so some of these things were left over from just ancient, I don't know, this is an old ironing board made out of wood. And some of these things that are hanging, we've also got some other signs that we'll be putting up as we go from way back in the good old days. But the exposed brick, all in all of our lesson rooms. This is Auntie Phyllis's room where she teaches the piano. We've got the exposed brick left in here. And she's always really busy. We've got 4 total of these rooms. This one is also going to serve obviously as our vocal recording booth as we get that up and running. Andy teaches guitar in here. All kinds of crazy sounds coming out of this room, man. And then Michael is the drummer extraordinaire, and he habitats this space. And at the end of the hallway here, we've got, oh boy, this is bright. Kind of a nifty little courtyard area, just basically just a place to come and hang out. We were thinking of doing some small shows and things back here over the course of time, and we're hoping that still develop with the expansion that we're going to do into the space next door. You know, this might not really be used as much, but who knows? We'll see how it all works out.
I'm talking about the studio part. You talked about it being under construction.
Right.
And you guys are actually going under a lot of construction right now.
That's right.
Let's go get into that.
This is the space that we occupy currently. That building is about maybe 13 feet wide on the inside, and it goes back quite a ways. That's everything that we have at this point. Now what we're going to add on will be another probably 16-foot wide space that goes back just as far as our current building, and well, the door's locked, we can't get in. They are in the process of exposing the old brick down both sides. They're going to install a stage for us down at the end, and we'll have some performances that happen out there, back there in the evenings. So our performances will probably start around 8:30, and we'll have obviously some local talent that would come and perform for everyone in the evening times after the. This will actually be our retail area. So all of our retail stuff from next door would come over to this side, and then we might add a couple lesson rooms over there so that we have even more teaching opportunities. But the retail would be over here in the daytime until about 8:30 at night, and then we would have our shows, and we can put our little posters up on the windows and let everybody know who's here, and hopefully the people from Big Woods Brewery across the street will come over and see a show after they drink a few beers. We're just so excited about everything that's happening on the square. The guys that are doing this, Craig Finneman and Doug Mullen, those guys are really doing a lot down here that's going to benefit everybody, I think. And we just couldn't be more excited to be right here in the middle of it and be a part of all this. So what ends up happening then is you can still come in this door and get to the lesson facility and all of that, but there will be probably a 6-foot wide opening here through the brick so you can get into the other side of the store, because all of this retail and then some, since that space over there is so much bigger, we'll have all of the retail on that side through the daytime hours, and then at night we'll be doing our shows over there.
I know you mentioned that you started fall foliage of 2015. And it's almost time for fall foliage again.
Yes.
And it's 2017.
Right.
You've been here for 2 years. Obviously things are going well.
Things are going very well here. We probably have, at last count, I think around 100 students weekly that come in and out the door. Those are half-hour lessons. So we only have maybe 3 or 4 at a time, usually depending on how many teachers are here, you know, on any given day. We stay busy. We stay very busy. The retail side is doing well. Of course, we are looking to expand that with the new area that we have over here, and we're wanting to offer some more high quality instruments for our students that are starting to get past the entry level instruments that we provided for them in the first year or 2 of lessons, and so now they're wanting to start rocking out on some, you know, better guitars and things. So we're growing with them, and it's all just kind of happening together, and we're just really excited about what's happening.
Your band is playing in the Battle of the Bands.
That's right.
At 8 seconds, correct?
This is going to be a week from today, which that will be Saturday, August 26th. And it's the MLE band. This ticket is blue. Every other band that's in the contest is going to have a different color. And if you use the blue one, that counts as basically a vote for MLE band for the Battle of the Bands. This is Emily's 2nd year of the finals. We're really excited about going down there and seeing all the other bands and playing on the same stage as all these other great bands that are in there. I know there's been a couple of Martinsville bands that have actually won that recently. Kenny Baker with the Pure Country Band, and Split Rail with Caleb and all those guys. And you know, we just want to represent the area as best we can. For me personally, I think I made a list the other day. I think this is my 17th go around in the Battle of the Bands at 8 seconds. And that's because I'm just an old guy. We really like going down there and doing that. A lot of times it's the only time you get to see some of these other people that you've known forever that play music, and everybody's always at different gigs on Friday and Saturday night, but really looking forward to this Saturday. Come down. If you need some tickets, you can take a screenshot of this, and this will get you in for free. All you have to do is just screenshot that. You can text it around to your friends or whatever, as long as you got something to show them, or just tell them you come to see the MLE band. That counts too.
Can they find MLE band on Facebook?
Yes, there's a MLE band Facebook site, but you can also go to mlecountry.com, and that will give you the schedule and all the rundown and some videos and pictures, all that good stuff on there. Emily maintains all that. Hopefully it's up to date. I know sometimes our guys call us up and say, hey, what about this gig? It's not on the schedule on the website.
It's up to date.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for talking with me today. I love what you're doing here. As you know, my daughter's musically inclined, and I've been involved in music most of my life. Although my life has gone a different direction now, I still include music in everything that I do. So it was a lot of fun for me to come out here. I'm super excited about next door. I cannot wait until that's done, and it will be done pretty soon, right?
Oh, they've only been over there about maybe 3 or 4 days, and they're just on top of it. It's going to happen quick.
For the grand opening, when it gets ready to be open, do you guys have any plans?
The plans are still in the works. I mentioned some names a while ago. Some of you guys that are listening, we're gonna need you. If you guys might want to come and be a part of the first performance over there, it's gonna be the really special grand opening. I would love to have some of the guys that I'll be calling you.
And I'll be there for the grand opening as well. I will keep everybody updated. All the people that follow me and check out my stuff, I will keep you guys updated as when it's opening as well. I will be there opening night. I'll be there taking video and just enjoying the atmosphere. Martinsville has needed something like this in this town for a long time, and it couldn't be brought here by a better guy.
Oh my goodness. Well, here I gotta say something here, and I wanted to do this at the beginning, but I'm gonna do it now anyway. Nothing but good news, Justin. My goodness, dude, I can't believe what you're doing with these videos. They are so awesome. I saw you riding around with the police. I saw you over at the depot.
Yeah.
And just there's so much negativity in the world everywhere that you look. You can't turn on the television, you can't turn on the news, but you can turn on Justin the Creator. Nothing but good news.
That's right. I appreciate it, buddy.
Brother.
Thank you guys so much for visiting with me today, and we will be checking back in with you very, very soon, because that grand opening is not going to be far away.
Thank you very much.